get what I'm saying? This is one of the stools or tools right now for me. You get what I'm saying? I want to first tip my hat though to y'all. For one, for what you do. Two, because of your interest in me.
Thank you.
You get what I'm saying?
God bless.
But I understand what you guys are trying to do. And I'm glad that I can be a part of it, right? More so than what you really actually know. You get what I'm saying? Only because you didn't have to. It didn't have to be me, right? Because there are other people who are just like me who helped to give birth right along with me. However, it's me. So I'm grateful. You get what I'm saying? So basically, I was really feeling my spirit, man. And that was all it was. You know what I mean? So we're not going to really get too deep into that was right? Deep, but that's where I'm at right now. You know what I mean? I'm really feeling good being around y'all. You get what I'm saying? And in my life, I've had heartache and pain, right? But in my life, I've learned how to deal with life. Took me 60 years to get here, to learn how to deal with life, right? I tell people all the time, I don't do feelings. I don't give a fuck about your feelings because you don't give a fuck about mine. We're going to do business. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. We ain't talking about shit. You get what I'm saying? Now, that might sound hard and coarse to people, you know, who are on the outside, right? But we ain't doing feelings. We doing business. You going to the corner store, that man don't care how you feel, or he wanted that $2 for that loaf of bread you trying to get out of there, right? You don't care about how you feel. So it took me a long time to get out of feelings and to do business. And that's where I'm at now. You know what I mean? Yo, let's get it.
Okay. Mr. Truth. Are we ready?
We've been recording. That's why.
Okay. All right, let's get it, y'all. All right, first and foremost, shout out Upper West Side. Shout out to my mom, Tom, Haiti, Peter, all my friends and family. Shout out to Rodney, Gintito, Frankito, Haitian Pascal, the Truth, El Bugs. My man Kirk got a birthday coming Tuesday. One of my best friends I grew up with, August 8th. Happy birthday, Kirk. We're all the same age. All my friends are 53. We're all the same age. It's like, it starts with Greg, and it goes down July. Rest in peace, Steve-O. We didn't have it yet, but we're okay. Everybody know who one of my main mans is. So I'm going to get you really mad.
I'm an August baby too, homie.
So when your birthday, Ron?
My birthday on the 15th.
Oh, happy birthday, Ron. That's Rodney C, man. Legendary double trouble, man. Can't forget monster rapper. But I got somebody who's better than you, Wild Style.
Okay.
Ruby D.
You think he was better than me?
I think he rhymes a little better than you.
No.
I ain't gonna lie.
I listen.
That nigga was killing that shit.
Well,
I know he's gonna piss you off. I gotta be honest.
No,
that nigga go, Ron. He go.
No.
You know who Ruby is?
No, it don't piss me off, right?
You know him? Is your friend?
I do.
Okay.
I do, right? And it's funny because there's a conversation about Latinos' contribution to hip hop, right? Now, what a lot of people are trying to promote or get behind is their contribution. We agree they have a contribution. Is it half of hip hop? I personally don't think so. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I'm going to say that is because if you look at any hip hop group, historically, it's only one or two Hispanic people in a black group. That ain't half. Now, we're going to flip that. Disco gave birth to hip hop, right? Hip hop was brought to existence by black people. We got reggaeton right now. And that's a creation of Latino people.
Rodney C, what got to do with him being better than you?
No. We gonna get to
Hold
that.
on, Kirk, I'm sorry. I don't do that, bro. Yo, Rodney C, you my boy. You can do it. I want to know. I'm telling you the
I'm getting ready to get back. I was getting ready to get back to it. But
yeah, I'm letting him go. I'm letting him
He
go.
talking about Latinos and hip hop.
I'm gonna let him go, Rob. I thought you trying to mind fuck me, Rob. That's why I did that.
no,
You spit it back, Kirk? All right.
But hold up, because you listen to, I don't know.
I think you're trying to get me, Ron. That's why, to be clear.
He's basically saying that
Yeah.
Latinos and hip hop, they wasn't 50%. It was like at least.
What that got to do with Ruby D better than Rodney C?
wait, no, you
I'm
ain't.
just fucking. I'm fucking with that. I'm so okay. I'm playing. I'm really playing.
You ain't. Well, in
I
other
got some
words,
shit. I got some shit.
okay.
I'm sorry.
No problem. What I was trying to get to is the contribution, right? We do understand that they do have a viable contribution.
Of course.
It's not half, right? Just like we're not half of reggaeton. We don't have nothing to do with reggaeton. We are the inspiration for reggaeton. You get what I'm saying? Disco was the right. You get what I'm saying? Now, breakdancing. We know black people gave birth to breakdancing according to what we understand to be breakdancing. When Latino people. They did elevate it. They took it to the next level. Okay? Ruby D, I love you to life, my brother. Ruby D was the first black Puerto Rican to meet, right? He said, my name is Ruby D and I'm a Puerto Rican. You might think I'm black by the way I'm speaking. End of story. He's telling you who he's emulating. He ain't trying to be Puerto Rican. He's telling you, you might think I'm black by the way I'm speaking. Because he's mastering us.
Okay.
That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I'm not saying that your opinion about him.
But Ronnie, see, what I was trying to say was, honestly, what you did was crazy good. But I'm watching Wild Style yesterday. I had my homework yesterday.
Okay.
Ron gives me homework. So everything he said was very inspirational and I love it. But that's not what I said. It's like Red playing against Big Strick. Are you better than Big Strick? I said, personally, Ruby D in Wild Style was better than you.
Okay. And
that's all I'm saying.
I hear you.
I just he's a better rapper than you. But in Wild Style, Kirk, you know who Ruby D is? That nigga was going crazy.
What did he do in Wild Style?
First, I'm sure real lyrics. Everybody knows that about me.
No, I'm saying, what did he do in Wild Style that made him better than me in your eyes?
The rhymes, he was just fluent because you know what is so sad, Kirk, when he said, I got to give his props? He's around 99% black brothers, and he's a Boricua going to war.
And I will bet you.
In the movie, thank you, Gray, you caught it. He ain't better, he's better than you.
Listen, I will bet you $100 to a donut, he ain't write them rhymes.
Shit got crazy on the Big Figgity show.
And I'm going to tell you, I wasn't in the room when those rhymes was written.
Jesus,
but I will bet you $100 to a donut, he ain't write them rhymes.
Who writes your rhymes?
I wrote mine.
Okay.
And remember, in them days, it was important for you to write your own rhymes because it gave you a stamp in this thing we call hip hop. You get what I'm saying? Okay. Now, we do know there were people who emulated other people and got credit for emulating other people, but not everybody. You get what I'm saying? So now, those people we would call lucky at that point. Right? Because if you couldn't bring it, that ain't you. Go on, sit down. You get what I'm saying? Like it is today. You see battle rap, them guys are doing their thing. Right? They ain't nobody now in that battle rap you hear about ghostwriters and all of that. as well. However, the respect ain't that somebody ghost read it. The respect is that you did it. You get what I'm saying? So if anybody find out that you didn't write anything that you said, it's questionable. That's how we was in the very beginning. When you get into the industry, you making rap records, hit records, don't matter who write them. Make sure the lyrics is a hit so that we can make money. Two different things.
Well, Ronnie C, thank you. Now I'm gonna talk to you. It's 50th anniversary of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about it? How's it come along? What do you feel? What does it feel? What does it mean to you now?
And from your heart.
From my heart.
As being a pioneer, because you're a big
Now,
part of it.
Since I've known y'all, I always kept it 100.
Yeah, keep it 100, man.
You know what I mean? I have mixed feelings about it. One, I think it's a great idea. Why? Because we made 50 years. Disco only had 10 years. Hip hop kicked that shit out the door. Anybody that made disco records right now are grateful if any of us in hip hop are fucking with their music. Because they dead as a doornail. Right? The miraculous thing about hip hop is that everybody thought it was a fad, except us who gave birth to it. Because we didn't realize what it was. It was something we did because we loved it. Right? They call hip hop a culture. It ain't what we do, it's how we live. That's the slogan. Right? People do hip hop to make money. We don't do hip hop. We live hip hop. There's a difference. Right? Now, there are people who do the industry who ain't got a clue about the hip hop culture because they wasn't there. Nas made it real clear. He said hip hop dead. How many of y'all in this room actually believe what he said? Hip hop is dead.
I don't believe it.
You don't believe it? You believe it. Okay.
Nas is saying this era.
I want it.
I'm gonna answer
The question was.
I want to answer the question.
Listen, the question was, is hip hop dead? Yes or no? That's what he asked. He said it's dead. Somebody said no, somebody said yes. That's my question. Is it dead? Yes or no?
I don't want to answer that.
No.
That's a tough answer.
Huh?
When did Nas say that?
He said it in the record.
He said it. He
He said it. He made.
I remember the
record about it.
verse. But how long ago was that? How long was that, Kurt? I remember that. How long was that, Ron?
He in the early 2000s, right?
Nah, hip hop wasn't dead no 2000s.
No. You're not listening to the question.
We can answer that question.
He said, "Is hip hop dead?" He made a statement that hip hop is dead. That's his statement.
Oh, I got you.
My question is, do you agree?
I don't agree.
Okay, why don't you agree?
I don't agree because I'm online every day. I breathe it.
Ron breathes.
I smell it.
He does.
I see it.
Kirk, you used to be like that, Kirk.
I'm born in it. No, it's hip hop, the culture. So
Okay.
I'm old school, so I understand the difference. The rap is what I understand could be problematic.
Hey, shout out to my man, daughter Monty. Love you, Monty. There, Joe.
Okay.
Wow.
Because back in the day when we went out to parties, to hip hop parties, we had fun. It was a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The concerts was about everybody enjoying that element. That's what we enjoyed. Like, yo, we going to a hip hop event, and it was a good time.
I think that was for that time.
Now everybody's grilling. Girls is tough.
We used to
Dudes
dance.
is tough.
Yeah.
Everybody's tough.
So
Okay.
that means that.
Okay,
but
hold
you
up.
talking about
Wait,
rap
no,
style.
wait, no. Go ahead. This brother here.
I was gonna say, but we were able, our era, we were able to go to different spots and watch y'all perform and enjoy it. Not thinking about nothing else.
Okay.
Whatever we did outside.
That was hip hop. We grew
going
up
to see. Yo, we going to get it right now.
No,
They going to be in
that
the
was
building
hip
tonight.
hop.
That was our whole mindset.
I'm gonna tell you what the difference is, right? The difference is pre-recordings, right? Now you got two levels of recording. You got recording where we did cassette and 8 tracks, right? And then you had wax. Then it went from wax to CDs to whatever they dealing with now, right? Okay. When in the beginning, I asked you, is it dead? What he was saying is the idea of how it was created is dead. And it died when they released the first rap record. Because that was the industry saying, we accept what they're doing outside of what we're doing. You get what I'm saying? Because hip hop was underground, right? That's what they called it, underground music, right? Which means you had to be underground or your ear to what was going on in the streets to even know what hip hop was. It's on the radio in every country, right, in the world. Totally different. You get what I'm saying? So that underground is what he's talking about is dead. They still do the same medium. The difference is the industry has gotten involved. Before the industry, right? We did parties. You know how much our parties was? It was $2 for the girls and $3 for the guys before 12. And at 12, it's $5 for everybody. Didn't matter where we had them. I'm just, listen, we gonna get into that. I don't know, because that's gonna take me elsewhere. Right? I'm just trying to give you the economics of what we doing. It don't matter where we at. If we in a venue that can only hold 500 people, 500, and we charging $2. How much we made? $1,000. Thank you. $1,000.
I'm on 9 motherfuckers. Well,
it don't matter. You understand? It's only $1,000. In the story. These kids right now, I tried to book A Boogie from the Hoodie. They told me he wanted 125. I said, what, dollars?
Well, you know what, Rob?
They said 1,000.
Rodney C.
Wait. 125,000. And I just told y'all, we did a party and only made $1,000.
To split.
All right?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I gotta say something.
Go ahead.
Take the floor. You disrespectful motherfuckers.
So what?
When Ronnie C calls you these legendary guys, OG, just give me some liquor, I'm gonna do it for free. Because without them, y'all are not doing nothing. You disrespectful motherfuckers. I'm dead serious, Ron. I'm not even joking. That shit is crazy. Y'all so out of line, man. So you can buy more jewelry. How many fucking Ferraris you need? How many Lambos you need? How much tricking you need? It's over, man. I'm fucking pissed off.
125,000 for him to show up an hour late.
Yeah, hour late.
No.
Trouble. Get 1,000 niggas in. I got a weave. I gotta get you a pound of weave. Your man got the hammer. It's your man with the hammer. Ron, I got the dance, and I got the die, and I got the die, and I got the die, and I got the die. Fuck you.
No.
Fuck you.
Listen. And right, no disrespect and none of that. Because that's how we have to do business.
But it's not right.
No, it isn't right, but that's how we have to do business. You get what I'm saying? Now, I'm not knocking that, right? This is my problem. I ain't made $2 out of this whole shit since I've been in it. But I don't do it for the money. I do it because I love it. I did it from the beginning because I loved it. It wasn't no money. You get what I'm saying? Now, we doing park jams. What does that mean?
Free.
We outside in a park for free.
Everybody pull up.
Okay. That's what we doing. To give birth to this thing. Right? Okay. Now, it's not until somebody say, oh shit, we can make some money off that. That ain't a bad thing. And I'm not gonna never say making money off hip hop is a bad thing. I'm not gonna ever say that. What I am gonna say is how you make your money off hip hop might be a bad thing in my eyes. And that's just an opinion. And the opinion's like an asshole. Everybody got one. So my opinion, I might not be comfortable with how you make money off hip hop, but I ain't got a nickel in that dime, so get yours. One thing I can say is pimping ain't easy and hoeing is hard. Pick one, because you can't do both. You can't do both. You ain't gonna pimp me and hoe me. It ain't gonna be the same.
Mr. Rodney C, let me ask you a question. How does it feel to be inducted in the Hall of Fame of Hip Hop twice?
First and foremost, no disrespect to them, but that little Hall of Fame, that shit ain't worth the fucking lights in this motherfucker, to be real. All right?
That does it twice though.
Yeah, I did.
They recognize you the boss.
I understand.
Yeah, great. Yeah,
right?
Twice.
That's great. You understand what I'm saying? Now, respect due to a dog. You give it, you get it, right? And I'm going to give them respect because they actually gave me some respect, right? And like I said a few seconds ago, pimping ain't easy and hoeing is hard. Pick one, because you ain't going to be able to do both. You get what I'm saying? Now, I went to an event that they didn't want me to be a part of because I was already inducted. But I'm being inducted for something else. So in your mind, you don't want to spend that $2 you ended up spending on me and you making money off me?
That's effed up.
You get what I'm saying?
That's fucked up.
I go to this spot. Okay, the first induction was in a storefront in Washington, D.C. Now, I ain't never known a museum to be in a storefront. Okay. Now, in my mind, oh, they got a building that they getting ready to bring into fruition, and this is their pre. I'm like, okay. They still ain't got a building. Get what I'm saying? Now I'm like, okay, what are y'all doing? If you don't have a building and you claiming you the first hip hop museum in DC, where was hip hop born? Where was hip hop born? Where was hip hop born? Who give a fuck about a museum in DC? Ain't none of us from DC.
You right?
So don't play me, play Lotto. You ain't got no money, play dead, but play that shit somewhere else.
But there's one in the Bronx.
Okay, and
How you feel about
pimping ain't easy. And hoeing is hard. Pick one. Because you can't do both.
Rodney C, my job is to push forward. We going to war. Now, the first time you heard about Wild Style, did you know it was your first hip hop movie?
Okay. I believe I told y'all this story the first time I was here. Wild Style originally was a documentary on the Funky Four. A documentary on us. Because
documentary? No. That's how it started.
initially, Wild Style was a documentary on the Funky Four. Plus one more. Okay. Two things happened.
Hold on, one thing. 50th anniversary hip hop show on the Big Face Gary Show with legendary Rodney C. Double Trouble with my friends Kurt Greer, the Upper West Side. I love you. Thank you, y'all. Go ahead.
Two things happened. Right? He hit me with that commercial. What was I
Speaking
saying?
of commercial, I'm just removing.
Yeah,
I'm just
I got
talking
you,
about
but-
my crew and I
You were
love you.
saying that Wild Style
Okay.
was originally supposed to be a
Got
documentary
you.
for the
Got you.
54 plus
Now,
hour.
okay. What happens? Fab Five Freddy was hanging out with the group Blondie. Blondie is that infamous punk rock group from downtown. Okay. Blondie wrote, okay, the lead singer, Deborah Harry, wrote Rapture. Right? Now,
My nigga know music. Y'all know
Rapture,
music.
okay. Let me give you the backstory to that. Fab Five Freddy. He's got a cassette tape of the Funky Four on one side, Grandmaster Flash on the other side. Right? When you hear Rapture, when she starts the lyrics, she says, Fab Five Freddy told me everybody's fly. DJs are spinning. I said in my mind, Flash is fast and Flash is cool. And she starts saying some French shit or whatever, right? Okay, that's from her listening to this tape. Now, what's the inspiration for her writing Rapture? She hears Sha Rock, the first female of hip hop, and says, oh shit. She hears a female, which validates she could do this. So she writes the words. Fab Five Freddy told me everybody fly, DJ spinning. I said in my mind, Flash is fast, Flash is cool, right? And she starts talking cars and wars and bars and all kind of nonsense. That track go to #1 for them. All right? So here's the industry's infiltration into our community. She got bigger records than us. She only did one. Right? Okay. So now, at the time that they decide that they want to do a documentary on us, we were signed to Bobby Robinson, who had Enjoy Records. No relationship to Sylvia Robinson, who had Enjoy Records, who we
That's who
eventually
Rob, right?
ended up signing with. However, Bobby,
Super robbed you, right?
say that
She
again?
didn't rob you like a killer. She gave you a,
You know what?
a bum deal. I'm sorry, but I gotta
I'm gonna tell you like this, right?
You ain't, I got the first show.
No disrespect to her, right?
It is disrespect.
However, I'm first of all, we called her Sylvia robbing us. Because that's exactly what she did.
Owning the big face guy. So get it, Rodney. Double trouble, Rodney C.
Now,
KK.
I do want to say at this point, I do understand now why it happened to us. I'm still not going to condone what she did. Only because we were talking about people who are gay and people who are pedophiles. People who are gay, we don't care about. We only care if they messing with babies. KRS-One made a statement about her recently, right? And I've seen it. And in his statement, he said that Sylvia Robinson and Sugar Hill Records was the worst thing that could have ever happened to the hip hop industry. And at the time, I didn't understand why he said it until he let me know that at some point that Sugar Hill had acquired his publishing or got a licensing deal to put his music out and didn't pay him his royalty like they didn't pay us. Now, in my mind, it was only the artists that were attached to her label. I didn't think that she was actually dealing with artists outside of the label. that they weren't just a record company, that they were actually a licensing company. And I understand that now. Now, my problem is being a minor. I didn't think that she should have done that to other minors because she got kids, right? I would never do that to a minor, period. You get what I'm saying?
That's the difference. Though.
My heart wouldn't allow me to do that. But I do understand now that there are people in the world that don't think like me, that don't feel like me. And I can't be mad at them because they don't. I just have to not deal with them. So in those days, I was doing more feelings than business because I didn't know no better.
Well, I learned that, Rodney. I cut you off in my life and in the music business and in this world. Kurt, you might know, like this, in my hood in Upper West Side, people respect me, respect my friends. We played ball, we were good at stuff. But there's certain people that rub me the wrong way, and I want to react. You know, my man Kurt told me, give it to me. I don't even care what you do. It's after effect. So
Right.
sometimes you just gotta know it ain't worth it. This ain't worth it.
Well, when you're a child and
You
you
was a
have no
child.
recourse, you can't
But
do
look-
nothing
look-
but deal with
Look
whatever
what
what you're dealing
Look
with
what
as
you're
a
at now.
child.
You say you're fortunate to be with us.
Of course.
We're fortunate to be with you. You're one of the pioneers of hip hop. And you didn't have to be here.
Yes, I did.
And you don't ask me for no money.
Yes, I did.
That man asked me for no money.
No,
that man
I had
asked me
to
for no
be.
Let me say, Ron, let me talk. You don't ask me for no money. That man don't press me for nothing. He just loves being here, man. So I'm just telling you, we appreciate you. And we're going to clap for you. But you're super special. Now, Ronnie, moving forward, did you know? I want you to answer this. I got to move forward. Because I know how you like to talk. And we got to get a great show because you're special. Did you know Wild Star was the first hip-hop movie?
Of course.
Okay.
You did it?
Okay.
Yeah, of course.
Now, big question. How long do you think it took to film this movie? Or do you know? Because I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
We originally started shooting in 81.
Damn.
And it would have got released in 82.
Yeah, it was 83. Yeah.
What ended up happening was audio wasn't that good at the amphitheater, which is the last scene that you seen Double
that's
Trouble
how the end of the
with
show.
the white
When
suits.
Ramon was
Okay.
there looking at his work.
Okay.
Yeah,
The scene before that was a year before that. And we weren't dressed that way. And the audio wasn't that good. So they had to reshoot that last scene. Now, why they had to wait a whole year, I don't know. But the movie wasn't released till actually 83.
Yes.
We started shooting in 81, had to do reshoots in 82, and the movie was released in 83.
Wow.
Wow. What was your first day of the set? Do you remember your first day of the set?
Not at all.
So I don't remember that shit. Okay.
Not
Now,
at
how
all.
did you get a call to do the movie Wild Star? Remember that?
I told you it wasn't supposed to be about them.
Oh, it's a documentary.
It was a documentary,
How'd you
right?
get a call for the documentary?
Because in Double Trouble ended up leaving the Funkies and starting Double Trouble. Now, what ended up happening was Blondie and them went pretty much through what we went through, right? They got a bad deal with a record company, right? And decided to sit out their contract as opposed to honoring it because the label wasn't letting them go. So the label said, we got 5 years on you. Your ass gonna sit for 5 years, right? And that's what ended up happening to them. Okay. In the meantime, in the tween time, hip hop is growing. And it's coming to the attention of New York. Not even the world yet, just New York. You know what I mean? Now, you know, you got uptown and you got downtown.
It's just spreading.
Hip hop uptown. Hip hop ain't got shit to do with downtown. Funky 4 introduces hip hop to downtown. You get what I'm saying? Now, how does this happen? That cassette tape I was telling y'all about, right? Okay. They hear this cassette tape. There are other people going, there's life going on downtown. These whiteys are hearing this tape. Guy named Glenn O'Brien. Glenn O'Brien was kind of big. I don't think he's amongst the living at this time. And if he's still alive, I truly apologize for thinking that you're not. However, he was one of the first guys that booked us to bring us downtown to play for white people in them little clubs and stuff that they got down in the village. Funky Four, the first. Now, we played at a club called The Kitchen. You could actually Google it because it's one of the only events that was actually videotaped of us in that time that predates anybody else ever playing downtown. You get what I'm saying? So Funky Four, I consider to be like the Vikings of hip hop because we were first to introduce it to a lot of people. Now, what ends up happening is Charlie Ahern and Fab Five Freddy, they decide they want to do a movie on hip hop. This tape they listening to. They gotta hear it. Charlie like, I gotta see this live and in person. He bring them to a Funky Four event up in the valley.
Fab
Five Freddy brought Charlie Ahern to the valley up in in Baychester, right? It's a park across from Co-op City where T-Ski Valley, Chuck Chill Out, Big Bang Hank, they come from the northern part of the Bronx, right? And that's where they from. So I'm getting old.
Big Bang Hank.
Oh, so this is what we're gonna do.
No, go ahead, because I want to get this the rest of this out.
Right.
You finishing off.
Okay, so there's an amphitheater in the valley where they came to see us. When Charlie came to see us, he fell in love with us. The funny thing is, Busy B is at this park jam. Busy B see Charlie and think Charlie Ahern is police, right? Charlie say, no, I'm here to scout out talent for a movie. Busy jump right on it. And now he want to get on the stage with us. This is a Funky Four event. And they let him get the mic that night. We'll get to that. But I'm saying he took that opportunity. This white man talking about he making a movie. Like he a part of what's going on the stage. Get what I'm saying? So this is how he gets a major role in him and I battle in the movie.
So that's your question. Have you ever been asked to reenact the Busy Being You battling in the wild style?
Have y'all ever reenacted?
Yeah, we know. We've never done it, but I've been asked. He's never done it with me. Busy thinks his battle with Mo D is bigger than his battle with me. In his mind, right? The battle with Mo D was on cassette. The battle with me is on a movie.
Movies way
Ain't no comparison. But in his mind, he thinks Mo D's battle is bigger because Mo D did better in the music business in his mind than I did. See, I didn't do as well in the music business by choice. First time a dog bites you, it's the dog fault. Second time that dog bites you, it's your fault. Why? Because you know that dog bite. Now, why the hell you gonna let that dog bite you again? I wouldn't do that. See, Busy one of them dudes that don't care. It's a whole lot of people that don't care. You get what I'm saying? Because perception and reality, two different things. Right?
Do you remember your run from the Busy Bee battle? I'm not actually doing this accent.
No, I
said does he remember wrong? Does he remember it? If you don't, it's cool. I just asked. If you don't, it's okay too.
Hey, sucker nigga, whoever you are, You didn't buy my mink and you didn't buy my car. Take lots of heed to these words I say. I got Chiba and cocaine and ain't giving none away. I remember a little of it.
Okay, good. Now, it's my you feel this is my man right here. Yeah. How do you feel how far hip hop made it right now? To your opinion, from you being there from one of the stars.
Well, let me go back to Nas.
Go ahead.
Hip hop is dead. Shit been dead. It died in 79. When the first rap record hit the planet. That's when hip hop died. The rap industry, how I feel about the rap industry, I really don't have any feelings.
But
about it.
hip hop is a culture.
That's
right?
why it's dead.
Hip hop is a culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I dress hip hop.
You.
I breathe hip hop.
You.
I love hip hop. I was
You.
born hip hop.
You.
But hip hop can't be dead if it's in me.
No,
And a
with
whole
you,
bunch
it's
of-
not dead.
Yeah.
Right.
Yo, Kurt,
There's a
you
lot
feel
of people who don't know anything about the hip hop culture.
You're growing up.
Ask Cardi B.
Yeah,
Ask Take Two or ask any of them about the hip hop culture, and can't none of them tell you anything about the culture because they don't live the culture
But they got
like
some
you
that
do.
can, though.
Wrong.
No,
They
no,
got
no, no.
J. Cole. They got some.
I
that-
bet you J. Cole don't know his eye from his elbow when it come down to hip hop. Why? Because he ain't old enough to know.
I'm gonna say something.
I'm blessed to have you to tell me.
I'm gonna say something. I grew up hip hop. I don't remember Ron, but I love hip hop. Greg, Kirk. Kirk used to give me CDs.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
How old are you?
I'm 53 years old.
You're 53. How old am I?
60.
Okay. How many years am I older than you?
7.
That's how many years you behind in hip.
No, I didn't say I'm better.
You hear
than
what I'm saying?
But
No.
I'm trying to make a point.
Hear what I'm saying.
But
How many years you are behind
But Ronnie,
me
Ronnie,
in hip hop?
I'm behind
You
you.
7 years behind
But
me.
I can't say
in
that all the way.
hip-hop.
No, because Ronnie, there's hip hop after your era.
No,
became
it's
era-
rap music. Ain't no hip
All
hop
right, well,
after my era.
So my point is
Hip
this.
hop is dead. That's
So
what I'm
Ronnie-
trying to get
so
you
Ronnie,
to
see, Ronnie, see,
understand.
listen, you got that. What I'm saying is I grew up with Kirk and Greg. Kirk loved hip hop. Great. He said, remember every Tuesday you wait online to get the new CD coming out? Remember that around them eras?
Yes,
Kirk
I
used to
love
call me,
hip-hop.
yo, Gigi. And you know I know hip hop is a problem? Kirk don't talk about hip hop with me no more. And Greg don't. So this shit might be dead.
Well, it's
No, it's wrong. Kirk used to call around Tuesdays. Kirk and Greg, yo, G, we just saved our money to buy the CD.
Let me say something else.
Okay.
We can't get caught in the hip hop that we love era is dead. Because what's going on now doesn't fit us, and it's not for us.
That has nothing to do with
It
it.
absolutely does.
No,
I'll tell
it
you
don't.
why.
It
Well,
don't.
let me finish
But
that thought.
go ahead. Go ahead.
Because the kids now, although we don't agree, is living their culture. They live in their clothes. They live in their music. They do hip hop their way. Hip hop just grown, and it might have outgrown our particular style. Back in the days when hip hop first started, your parents was like, "What is that oopity scoopity doopity that you listening to?"
Same thing we do
You need to
today.
be listening to OJ.
Same thing we do today.
Yeah, but one thing I can say though, we 7 years behind you,
Mm-hmm.
but we grew up on your hip hop.
Right. Right. But
So
remember,
we're not really
remember,
that far off.
no, remember. Yeah. Okay. 7 years is 7 years.
I get it.
No, hear me before you say you get it. 7 years is 7 years. I don't care how you slice it. I was on this planet 7 years before you.
I get it.
Walking and talking and doing whatever I was learning 7 years before you.
We get it.
But remember, there's people that was here 7 years and more before me. Hollywood, 8 years older than me. You get what I'm saying? He 8 years older than me. Right now, there's a controversy about Hollywood being hip hop. He ain't hip hop. Never was, never will be. He's disco, who actually made the transition into hip hop.
Well,
A lot of people don't understand that. You get what I'm saying?
I get it.
Because those who are older than me don't realize where that line is drawn in the sand that separates hip hop from disco. It's real simple. Hip hop is a teen thing always was, always will be.
So Kirk,
Disco was 21 and up. When you 21 and up, your ass is grown as all outdoors. You 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, ain't no disco for your ass to go to. No, you gonna find your own thing.
But what I'm saying,
That's what hip hop was.
Rodney, see, I'm trying to ask the question, the
Go
transition,
ahead.
because my friend Gray and Kurt, we grew up together. We love hip hop. Rodney, every Tuesday albums came out, but I know I could tell.
You
Kurt,
said what came out?
Every Tuesday a new album came out. We would.
You said what came out?
Every Tuesday.
No. What? No, what came out?
An album.
A who?
An album.
A what? We ain't had no album.
I'm agreeing with you.
So wait, no.
My transition to this question is, I'm asking because I know how my friends really like hip hop. I'm asking Kirk and Grill, what made you, Kirk, like lost the love? Because we used to be into hip hop. Like literally, yo, G, we used to wait online. Remember the Wiz on 96th Street Grid? We used to be open, Rob. Now, I don't even talk to Kirk about hip hop no more.
Answer for that.
But you going after
Remember the Wiz, Kirk?
industry
Remember the Wiz
produced
Grid?
music.
Same.
You
Remember the
going
Wiz?
after industry produced music.
Remember the Wiz,
You
Ron?
not going to the
I'm
little
pretty sure
record
about
shop
the
that got the
Wiz.
cassette tape that can't nobody get. Cause they only gonna make 100 at a time. You going into a store, it's already 100 recordings in there.
But we used
That's
to
a
like to hear
tone
the words
different.
Put together though.
Huh?
We used to like to hear the words put together.
No,
Like,
not you.
No, I'm just saying, like now it's different. Like these younger generations, no disrespect to them, they like
They're not great. They're not rapping great. They're getting rich
Hold up.
off
Wait,
bullshit.
hold up.
They're rapping,
No,
but I don't
no.
expect. I love it too, because I
That's what I'm
like it.
saying, but it's a difference.
No,
Us
no.
growing up, we used to just like to hear the rhymes, like that, tick tack, that, back.
Yo, Kurt, who your son like?
Go. It was.
Gray, who your son
different
like, Gray?
eras.
You don't know who your son like,
I
Gray?
don't know.
Yeah, there's a Garon son. All my boys got a son. I got a daughter. Garon got a son. Kurt got a son. Gray got a
Everybody's
son.
son in the 28.
Ron's son 26. Gray, your son. Kurt, all
Yeah,
your.
but they listen to all that drill shit.
I still
different
listen.
shit.
Now, wait.
I like hip hop too. I like
Wait.
hip hop.
Wait.
I'm
still listening to
48.
it. but
Wait.
Who's your
I'm
favorite
48.
hip-hop artist?
Wait, let me explain it to y'all.
Kurt got crazy actually.
Right now, Conway.
Fellas,
Conway.
I like
from
Conway.
Conway. I'm listening to Conway.
Conway the Machine.
I listen to Conway
Listen.
right now. I like
Listen.
him. I like a lot of people.
I like Conway too, but listen to what I'm saying. Do you think Conway could be back in the day like EPMG?
No, but they got a lot of other kids.
So
That's
No,
which
no.
era do you like
Wait,
these
wait.
times? Yes.
wait,
I
let
like
me,
my favorite era.
listen. Let me just break it down for y'all, right?
This
Listen,
era now, you like this now.
No, this era now, I pick the things that I like. But it's their hip hop. It's not mine.
right.
My son loves it. My son dances. He does the dances. My daughter. It's
Right.
a whole new generation.
That's
of-
theirs.
And Kirk, I love drill music too. Yo, Kirk, I love drill, and I still love it till Ron say they kill people on drill. I fuck me up, Kirk. It's fuck me up.
No, I
It's
mean,
not for me.
it's poison.
Because I don't like the murders.
No, it's poison, right?
I don't like the murders.
And,
Ron. I
and
don't like the
listen,
murders.
it's poison. But-
Back in the day, when you took club, you had a fight. Even if there was a bunch of y'all got jumped, maybe someone got stabbed. You know what I mean? Maybe somebody had to.
These niggas blow niggas' heads off.
Well, it's different, right? It's different, and that's a whole nother story. But what y'all not understanding, there are 10 generations to hip hop. There are 5 decades, but there are 10 generations. Generations are only 5 years. Hip hop changes every 5 years.
So what's the generation?
There's 10 generations. Go from your pre-73 to 78. That's pre-hip hop. Now you're going to go 5 years, 79 to 84. You're going to go from 85 to 90. You're going to go from 91 to 95. Then you're going to go from 96 to 2000. And you're going to go every 5 years. And if you listen to what I'm saying, it changes every 5 years. You get what I'm saying? So what we did in the beginning, These kids ain't doing what we doing now.
Ron, did you know Wild Stars gonna make history like this?
Yes and no. I mean, I knew it was going to make history. I'm not pleased with how well it didn't do. Because it's a cult movie.
Only 50,000 sales, right?
It's a cult movie.
I thought you'd been way better.
It's not about the sales. It's a cult movie, meaning that everybody don't know about it. Like B Street. B Street was a major distributed movie, right? Meaning when they put Beat Street out, it went in every theater across the country. Wild Style went in one theater per state.
That's it?
Yes,
I didn't know that.
because they didn't have the distribution capability. The company that they chose didn't have the network like B Street. B Street was a major film. It wasn't a story of hip hop. It was a hip hop story. And that's my problem. Nobody has told the story of hip hop.
Rodney, do you remember which pioneers were on the set when you did Wild Side?
Yeah.
Name a couple.
You had the Cold Crush, you had the Fantastic, you had Double Trouble, you had Busy Bee, right? Then you move into the graffiti side. You had Days, you had Lady Pink, you had, it's a few of them. I'm not really too keen with graffiti, but those two stick out for me, right? Then on the breakdance side, you got the Rocksteady crew with Crazy Legs, Mr. Freeze, who stands out in the movie, right? And then, well, they don't stand out for me. They might stand out for other people, but I'm just telling you who stands out for me. And then on the DJ side, you got Flash, who wasn't actually a part of the movie.
Grandmaster Flash.
Right? Who actually stands out. You got DXT, who stands out, who's not actually a part of the movie. Nobody else actually stands out, right? Because at the end, it's the finale, right? And when they get to the finale of the second year, right? The Treacherous is a part of it. The Furious is a part of it. Mr. Magic is a part of it. You know what I mean? Because these are people who are prominent at that time. So the producers are trying to capitalize on their celebrity. However, they ain't a part of the movie, period. Okay. You get what I'm saying?
Now, the movie said, I don't want to say, you know how LeBron, if a high school player, like somebody's about to go pro, and then next to LeBron James, like, oh my God, I'm next to LeBron James. Was there anybody at the movie set that you was like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here with him?
No, not at all.
You like me, I'm like that.
Not at all. Only because I'm a part of the beginning, right?
But you knew he was part of the beginning.
Everybody comes
out.
after
You didn't know
me.
that, though?
I don't care.
Ronnie C, you didn't know he's a part of being hip-hop then? You didn't know
I did.
Oh, you really? Oh.
Of course.
Okay,
remember, hip-hop is brand new. Hip-hop is brand new. How I know it's not going to die is my DJ and his two kids. One, I think, was 3. The other one was 5. And they would watch me and KK do our little routines. And when we sit the mic down to go practice or, go get something to eat or whatever, they would pick them up and do our routines. So that's how well they watched us. So I knew at that point that it would be a tool that will be used to educate. And then I realized it's a no-brainer, like a song. Anytime you hear it on the radio, you hear it enough, you're going to know the words. Because you're going to say it over and over, and you're going to learn the words, and you're going to be saying it eventually. You get what I'm saying? And that's what them kids did. Not let me know it was going to be here forever at that point.
Well, I'm going to start some trouble.
Go ahead.
Could you take Busy Bee in the battle right now?
Say that again?
Could you take Busy Bee in the battle right now?
Could I take him?
In the battle. You have to go to war right now. You got
that ain't even a question. That is not even a question. Right?
The Big Face Gary Show. My man,
I
Rodney
slayed him in the movie.
Double trouble, I got him.
I slayed him in the movie.
You sound good.
It's without a doubt.
I ain't gonna lie, you did sound good in that movie.
I slayed him in the movie.
Ruby D had you a little bit.
And
Ruby D had you a little bit, but he killed. That Ruby D monster.
Well,
in that movie, I want to be clear. In the movie,
I didn't battle.
You think Ruby D was the best in the movie.
Yes, Ron. I ain't gonna lie.
Right.
Ron, I gotta be
And
honest.
that's
Ron.
cool.
Ron,
Rodney C had flow.
no, you know we was killing that
I
shit.
slowed
Busy
that.
B. Busy
I
B
slayed
had
that nigga.
charisma now.
All right?
He had the charisma
Now-
now.
Busy B is a party starter. Busy B is Keith Cowboy. Keith Cowboy is your original. Say what? Say we-oh. Say what? Say we-oh. To the rock, the rock, the rock. Listen,
But Ron, I ain't gonna lie.
Cowboy was that dude that got your party going, right? Right? Love Bug, who come out, you know, right? Now remember, Love Bug is playing to a disco crowd, right? So I'm not going to say that Cowboy wasn't influenced by him because I don't know. All I can tell you is Cowboy is my influence. He's the purpose why I said, man, I could do that shit. But it wasn't really him. It was Mel and Score. I mean, in Creole. My brother came home with Hustler's Convention. That was my introduction to, I could write rhymes, right? Because I mastered that. Then I heard Cowboy do his shit, right? That party shit. Like, oh shit, he rocking. Then I heard Mel and Creole do a back and forth. I said, oh man, I could do that shit. And not only can I do that, I could do that well. I already knew it. As soon as I seen it, I got that. I went, put pen to paper immediately. I could have been a Furious 5. No word to lie. I could have been a Furious 5. But I didn't like the way they moved, right? So that wasn't appealing to me. You know what I mean? It wasn't like, I want to be the part of that. I want to be a part of hip hop, but I don't want to be a part of that bullshit, right? And I was right, because they flipped hip hop. Them niggas started wearing feathers and leathers and motherfucking the wet, what do you call that wet look shit? Jerry Curl. Them niggas did all that shit.
And you was cool. You had the red shades.
No, I wasn't doing that. I mean, that wasn't hip hop.
You gotta know.
That
What's your line? Living's hard, but the whole one is even harder.
pick one. Like you say, I'm hip hop. That means you understand the look. You understand. You understand when you walk out the door, nigga, you look hip hop. White people understand that same shit. Are they into hip hop? Nope.
Shout out to Virginia.
But that look, they want that look,
I don't know, like,
right?
you know,
And who make it easy? Eminem, Vanilla Ice. You know what I mean?
Ooh.
Anybody who's prominent as white people, if they don't, they call themselves wiggers.
See, no disrespect around me. See, I gotta cut you off. Vanilla Ice, okay.
No, I'm just
We talking
saying
about white rappers. There's only one. I don't care about what's up, niggas, Ron?
they all rappers.
No, down with what's Ron?
There's a couple good
No, Ron, the ones that
No,
don't
they
know.
all rappers though.
No one's better than Eminem though. The motherfucking Soul and Records with Def Jam, Ron.
You talking about
Beastie Boys. Eminem. First of all, it's been a lot of black rappers. Let's get that straight.
The Beastie Boys.
No. Let's go. I'm gonna be real. He's been a lot of black rappers. But
Yeah.
Eminem
Yeah.
will never be a better white rapper than Eminem. Let's get that straight.
No, it might.
It gotta come.
No, it just ain't happened yet. But
Monster rapper.
No, it might.
You know what Eminem asked me one day in LA?
What?
He's next to me in Soul Train. Hey, Gary, you think you get Jay-Z's autograph for me? I looked at this nigga like, do you know you're Eminem?
No, he didn't understand that at that point.
He did it.
And it didn't matter, right?
Yo, Ron, I was like-
met Jay-Z one time.
Am I wrong?
I'm not into your autograph and all that. I'm not doing any of that. I ain't taking pictures with you. Not with my camera. I'm not, I gotta get a picture. Not me. Now I will take a picture with you, but it won't be with my camera. Like, I'm not that impressed that I gotta have a picture with you if you ain't gotta have one with me. You get what I'm saying? So,
I'm sorry.
not saying that your celebrity ain't more than mine, because you might be. However, your celebrity is not gonna make me feel like I got to have your picture. It's not gonna happen.
Yo, Ronnie, I watched Wild Style twice in my life.
Did I slay it?
Time. No, you killed that shit. But
Right, that's all
I
I'm talking
didn't
about.
really realize the niggas was playing basketball, battling. Fantastic Five and the Coke. That shit was fire. I call you around and say, yo, Kurt, remember that? Dumb niggas was going crazy.
Did y'all see the Sprite commercials?
Nasty too.
Oh, the girls are getting off crazy.
Did y'all see
Kurt,
the
when I
Sprite
see girls, it
commercials?
was going crazy.
Yeah, I see that.
Did y'all see the Sprite commercials?
I didn't see it.
Y'all need to check the series. There's a whole series that they took from Wild Style. Me and KK, that's Nas and AZ. The Cold Crush, actually, they had Fat Joe and a whole bunch of people, but they did let Kaz be in it. Yeah.
Dixie, remember Dixie? It's
Mhm.
about Dixie. That was in the Bronx, right?
The Dixie was down the street from my house.
Wow.
Like 2 blocks away. You know what I mean? And it was Flash's like home base.
Well, tell them what the Dixie is.
Dixie's is where Busy Bee, Double Trouble, and all those guys were rapping, going to war.
That was where they was
The
performing.
Dixie, y'all was killing that shit.
It's the
You
club.
see that
scene.
outfit?
Say it again.
The one you battled?
Yeah, what's that outfit? The
This-
red glasses.
Yo, was killing. No, the one in Wild Star, man. When you and your partner was going to war, had the fake Tommy
Oh,
guns.
the Tommy guns.
So like the white suit?
Yeah, y'all gonna say, hell, them shit's gone. G.
All that shit gone.
Oh, man.
But
All
right
that shit
now, hate to make you mad. If you still had those, 100,000, they were bottom.
Those would be on the those would be
Easy.
Yeah.
We don't know that now because I had a lot of shit I could have made money off. I didn't know no better.
But those though, those are classic. Those should be in the museum somewhere.
And it's funny how we got to that, right? We go out on tour with the Sugar Hill Gang, the Furious Five, the Sequence, Spoonie G, and the Funky Four, right? When we go out on tour with them, right, everybody's dressed up, right? We have on our dungaree suits with our painted names and all of that, right? Because that's basically the gang look without the patches. Because you know all gangs got patches. We had the same thing, but it wasn't patches. It was painted on. So that was the difference between us and the actual gang. Okay, we go out on the road and we perform a couple of shows on our first events, and the people don't respond because we're not dressed better than them in their minds. You get what I'm saying? Anytime you see somebody perform, they dressed up, they look like $1 million. If they don't look better than you like, man, that nigga look broke, blah, right? That's the mindset of us, right? White people don't do that. They'll go on the stage with a pair of jeans and a t-shirt and tear it down. White people totally different, right? So when we go out and see we're not getting the response that we should, we put on the white suits with the white hats, with the burgundy bands. We step it up. After we do that, Flash and them niggas go to them feathers and levers.
Oh man,
But
so y'all started
they're
that.
inspired by going out with white people. They're touring with The Clash. It's a punk rock group. You're playing for white people, so in your mind, you got to appeal to white people by dressing like the village people. Wrong. But there's more white people in the world who support hip hop. So it wasn't a bad move at the time. But stay in your lane. Don't get mad at somebody else who's making money that's not doing what you doing, right? If you want to be like a Will Smith and try to have commercial music, that's what you're doing. Stay there. You can't be hardcore later because it ain't gonna work.
This shit on Will Smith. I think Will Smith was a hell of a rapper too, man. He got hit records for the record.
Who?
Will Smith got hit records, man.
Who?
Will Smith.
Right. And
That's
that's
it,
what
right.
I'm saying. And he mad that he not Tupac, or he not
Sometime-
50, or he
I
not,
don't know why he doing
right?
that.
Because in his mind, those people are getting more accolades. No, nigga, you got more money.
Man, just something. And LES, did y'all party or was it strictly business in the movie?
Like, was it really like a party? Like when y'all did the concert? Or was it really just production? Or was it
No.
nice?
It was a party. They
No,
filmed the
it's
party.
not.
They filmed the party. It wasn't no
coke drinking and all that?
No, not.
I ain't saying you. I'm saying
No,
per se.
not back then. Not. Listen,
When y'all niggas hitting that thing, it's all right.
not back then were any of us, I could say, deeply indulged. You know what I mean? I went to high school with white people. They were in the pills.
Remember Virginia?
You know what I'm saying? Now, did I take a few pills while I was in high school? Yes. I ain't a pill head, but I took a few.
Remember Virginia?
Right? Because that was the nature of what it was. You get what I'm saying?
Mr. Rodney, see, remember Virginia?
Do I remember
In
Virginia?
the show, they call her Virginia, the white girl.
Yeah. You talking about
What's up?
Patty Astor, who was supposed to be Deborah Harry.
Okay.
Because remember, she's a blonde chick, and Blondie is blonde. They couldn't get Blondie to do the actual movie, so they got somebody to play her role, but that wasn't Blondie.
Okay. Tell me something nobody knows about Wild Style movie. Nobody knows. If you can remember.
Something that nobody knows about Wild Style. I told you already that it was initially a documentary.
Anything else?
That's one thing that most people
okay,
don't
well,
know.
that's great. Okay.
What else I do know about that people don't know? There's probably a lot of things. Let me try to.
Give me one if you can.
No, let me just try to narrow down something that.
Well, while you say that, let me say this. The acting in Wild Style was horrendous.
Right. And I'm going to tell you why.
The acting, Kirk, was bow wow disgusting.
I'm going to tell you why. Because it wasn't a scripted movie.
It was a docu. You're right. It makes sense what you're saying.
It wasn't a scripted movie.
It's a big difference.
Basically, what he said was, this is the scene. In this scene, I want you to say something like.
Oh, okay.
And you said whatever came to your mind.
Gotcha.
So, right. It was no, you read a script and tried to master the line and tried to create emotion and wasn't none of that. Right? He said, yo, Busy B and Fab Five Freddy gonna be across the street talking shit. You and K gonna sit on the stoop and blah, blah, blah. Yo, man, you see them niggas on our block giving out flyers, man? Yo, man, I thought Fade was... That's what that was. Wasn't no, you know what I mean? I said, everything I said is just how I felt from what he told me to say.
So, Rodney, there's nothing you can think of that happened that nobody knows in the movie?
Japan. Okay, I got some stuff. We actually got the opportunity to spend 2 weeks in Japan, right? And it was the launch of the movie, right? We had a screening here in America, and we got the opportunity to go to Japan. Everybody went except the Fantastic Five.
Why?
I believe Waterbed Kev had a lot of influence on the group, and he convinced them not to go.
Okay. Why do you think Rocksteady was a mess? I'm from this area. I'm from Upper West Side. Kurt, Graham, my buddies, we grew up here our whole life. That park was all we know. We played ball.
Right.
Do you know how it was created in that park, or you don't know?
I ain't got a clue what was going on downtown.
Okay, that's a good question. Ron,
but what I do know...
Ron asked a question. I didn't know either. I ain't gonna lie.
I was wondering why.
I don't... Yo, Kurt, you know with this? We got Lucky Kirk. They were there.
First, it was called
I remember that, of course.
Yeah.
Who, Kirk?
During the anniversary, years ago.
Were we young Kirk? We're babies then. Okay.
They called that park, Rocksteady Park, they all lived.
How old were we, Kirk, when that happened?
Oh, yeah.
Like 12, 13? Oh, okay. That's how it happened.
So, meaning a whole the team had it, and then the torch was passed with the younger people. Right. Right.
Well,
I got one more question.
Sure.
So the hip hop anniversary, the date is on the 11th. you explained to us why the day was that, who her sister's birthday, debatable.
It was a party, wasn't a birthday.
Party,
Yeah.
You know, so everybody got all this good stuff going. Everybody's getting seen that hasn't been seen in a while. On the 11th, it's going to be this big hoopla, festive. There's going to be a whole bunch of people doing all these shows. But then the 12th is going to come. What do you think is going to happen for the podcast?
Friday is the 11th round hip hop.
After the hip hop anniversary, do you think y'all still going to get the respect that's deserved, or even be seen, or just be forgotten about again until the 75th anniversary?
And that's probably what's going to happen. In actuality, hip hop is the only genre of music that doesn't support itself. And what I mean by that is it has no concern over how it started, who gave birth, you know what I mean? Why it's important to understand who they are, right? If you go to a rock and roll concert, say the Rolling Stones, there's going to be grandparents and grandchildren and everything in between at that concert. And them grandparents is going to tell them grandchildren why it's important to support the Rolling Stones. The Rolling Stones, they in their 90s now, damn near. And they still working.
Yes.
You understand? And that's only because white people condition themselves to support themselves. We only care about what's hot now. You can ask that average 25-year-old, who gave birth to hip hop? They ain't got a clue. They might be able to mention the Sugar Hill Gang. Why? Because that's the state. They might be able to mention Flash, and that's a might. And anybody else, you can forget about. They only care about who's hot now. They can tell you who's hot now. I don't care who you ask. They know who's hot now. But who gave birth? They ain't got a clue. Do they care? Not really. Why? Because in their mind, people who gave birth to them didn't do well. Because 50 Cent, he blinged out. He got movies. He doing whatever, right? What most people don't really understand is that once the industry got involved with it, it's pimp or be pimp. And that's what it is. Now, people who do well in the business, they learn how to pimp. But trust and believe, they was pimp first. But they did well enough to learn how to pimp others. And that's what they do. And what they call that? Paying your dues. Oh, you got to pay your dues.
Listen.
I believe that to a certain extent. That's bullshit.
Watch this. I'm Big Face Gary. Rest in peace, Bob. I named Big Face Gary in 1991. Kurt Gray, we love hip hop. Without hip hop, I wouldn't be able to do it. I keep telling people my name is Big Face. How many guys get named on the block a name that nobody's? My name is big because of Rockefeller Records. You're making my name bigger. Thanks to Ron Kirk, all my friends. Wild Style made hip hop. And I appreciate you being here, honestly, because you never give me no slack. You come in and he don't ask me for a dime. We drink and talk shit. Thank you. 50th anniversary of hip hop, Wild Style. Rodney C, Double Trouble. I still think we would be a little better than you on the show. Not as better.
Plus one more.
Funky Floor, plus one more. Cold Crush, Grandmaster Flat, everybody, y'all. I love y'all. Thank you so much for y'all. Without y'all, I wouldn't be who I am. And thank you. The Big Face Gary Show appreciates hip hop 50th anniversary and Rodney C being here. Thank you. I love you, man. My man. You don't want to come through, man.